It's the Weather Xtreme video, the afternoon edition. This is for Friday, April 21st. I'm James Spann. Got some big weather changes for the weekend. Strong storms are likely late tomorrow and tomorrow night, and then much cooler air arrives Sunday. Got a shortwave trough digging down across the southern plain states this afternoon, producing some active storms west of the state. Check the visible satellite view, a field of cumulus clouds across Alabama. But most of the state dry as expected. Just got a few scattered storms up near the Tennessee state line. In fact, that was the radar this afternoon as of 2:32. Just a few isolated showers, and most of the state will be dry this evening. Any storms that form should be across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures pretty warm again today. Our summer preview continues. Birmingham and Tuscaloosa 85, but look at the cold front just north of here. Nashville is at 71, Little Rock at 66, St. Louis and Tulsa at 54. And you can see the cool air settling in across the northern half of the country. We'll feel that cool air here on Sunday once a wave of low pressure passes by on that front. On the watch warning map, we have flash flood watches for parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. A risk of severe storms from North Texas to Chesapeake Bay, an enhanced risk over North Texas, Southeast Oklahoma, and western Arkansas. There is a marginal risk into extreme North Alabama for this evening, as storms that form up in the Tennessee Valley might produce some gusty winds or small hail, but again, for most of the state, tonight will be dry. Now, over tomorrow, we've got a risk of severe weather across the southeastern states from Houston all the way up to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. The SPC guys have now moved parts of North and West Alabama into the Category 2 slight risk, basically along and north of Interstate 59. The marginal risk extends down to Opelika, Troy, and Andalusia. And we'll talk about that as we go. Day 3, which is Sunday, a marginal risk of severe storms east of Alabama. Rain for the next 7 days, not enough. This is suggesting much of the state with under 1/2 inch. And after the storms tomorrow night, the bulk of next week looks dry, heavier rains north of the state. But let's see what we got here. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. You can see shortwave energy north and west of the state. Just a broad surface low. There's no really tight surface low. We don't expect the backed southeast winds. That's 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon coming off the GFS. And the bulk of the day tomorrow should be dry. A lot of things are happening. And I'm not going to run down that long list, but many things are going on in the state. Let's look at the high-res NAM. This is valid at 5 o'clock, and at that point it's got the line of storms from near the Shoals down to Hamilton and Vernon up in northwest Alabama. Let's go to 9 o'clock. The storms are coming through Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden. They should be weakening at that point. And again, they could pack a punch. Let's look at the severe weather parameters. This is the surface-based CAPE, and those numbers are just not overwhelming, generally under 1,000 joules per kilogram in advance of the front. This is valid, by the way, at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Winds at 850. The higher winds are back behind the line of storms, back in the cooler air. It's a little out of phase. Storm relative helicity products are not that impressive. And accordingly, the significant tornado parameter just not showing up. I don't think we have a tornado problem. The chance is not zero, but it's very, very small of a tornado. We could see some storms with gusty winds and small hail. And this is the timing we're throwing out here. For northwest Alabama, 3 until 6 o'clock. That would include Hamilton, Haleyville, Vernon, Muscle Shoals. For Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden, 5 until 8 p.m. And this is just the main 3-hour window for the heavier storms. And then to the south and east of Birmingham, 7 until 10 o'clock. So just be aware, keep an eye on things. You've got to watch any system that comes through here in late April. This is the core of the tornado season. And sometimes thunderstorms can overperform. So we'll be watching very carefully. But again, for the moment, it doesn't look like an overwhelming type threat. Now, Sunday, a different kind of day. Cool and cloudy. We'll be in the 60s all day with a cool north wind. Lingering light rain, probably Sunday morning. I think the afternoon should be dry. And again, some folks up in the Tennessee Valley could stay in the 50s all day. Temperatures way below average for much of the southern and eastern states. Monday, we should reach the upper 40s to start the day. A nice cool morning. The sky should be sunny, the high in the low 70s. Tuesday, sunny, back in the low 80s as the warm-up rolls along. Wednesday, mid-80s are likely. We're dry. Thursday, we're dry. And look at the amplitude here a week from today. Holy high amplitude. We've got a big trough in the west, a big ridge in the east. Could be snowing in the mountains out west and record highs in the northeastern states with a pattern like that. And for us, the ridge is still the dominant player here. So at this point, Friday looks dry. So after Sunday morning, things look dry for all of next week. This is Sunday the 30th. And this is suggesting this is when showers and storms return with the deep surface low near Detroit. And then on Monday, May 1st, dry air begins to nose in here. Temperatures, you can see the cool snap on Sunday. And again, it's got 45 here Tuesday morning. I think Monday morning will be in the upper 40s. But cool snaps don't last long in late April. We warm right back up with 80s coming back for the latter half of next week. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. My next video will be here Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Brian Peters, the man that looks like Colonel Sanders, will have the videos tomorrow and Sunday. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.